Hi, I'm Black Sherif, the artist from Ghana, and I'm a change maker.
Mohammed Ismail Sherif, better known as Black Sherif, has dreamed of stepping on the big stage since high school. You did all these freestyle rap when you were younger. At what point did you decide, oh, I think this could be a career?
I was building interest in so many things, because growing up I had interest in playing football stuff. I dashed them all away. I just knew right after high school, I'm going 100% in. Not 70, not 50. You understand me? So after high school, 4th June 2019, I started making music like heavily.
Born in Konongo, a small mining town north of Accra, he began his dazzling rise in the Ghanaian drill scene just about 4 years ago. Did you have a lot of music around you?
Yeah.
Did you, what kind of upbringing was it?
My mom and dad loves music, and like the first time I met my dad, he put me on reggae. Yeah, so that feeling was different. You understand me? And my mom loves Alpha Blondie, and I done it best. That built like my interest in music, my taste and stuff. So it was very indigenous music and reggae. So high life music and reggae stuff.
You mentioned high life, which is almost a religion in Ghana. What is the influence of that in your current sound?
I think I am high life, whatever I do. Even most of the rhythms, the melodies are bossed like straight high life. But I didn't grow up back then. You understand me? So it's like a modern high life with reggae influences and stuff.
With Afrobeats taking the world by storm, Black Sherif wanted to voice his story on his own terms. Your first album, The Villain That I Never Was, you did not have any other features apart from Burna Boy. Was that deliberate so people can really see your style?
You know, I think that like came in the process, like making the album, because I was so like, it was very intense for me at that time, where I was in my head. I had the studio right in front of my bed, so when I wake up, I'm in the studio. And I made so many songs, and I felt like the story I was going to tell, I could tell it alone. I had plans of like getting features on the album, but making the album, like getting into like 70% in the album, like nah, let me do this solo. You understand me? Yeah. Because I had a lot to talk about, and I felt like that capacity or like that space I had in my mind for that album to occupy. I could do it myself. I did it.
That is such a flex. How do you get to that headspace so early in your career?
I mean, I think it's different with everybody. You understand me? And like growing up, things you see and like some experiences and like it shapes your perspectives like about life and like how you approach things or like treat things.
Because Burna Boy shines bright. He is the king of Afrobeats music. Yeah. And he heard your second sermon. It's like, oh, I want to be on that song.
Everybody knows my man though. It doesn't even feel real, you understand me? Yeah, and you know the first interaction I had with him, it wasn't even about the music. It was expressing the admiration for the sound, and like the thing I do, no filter. Like it made me feel different about what I do.
This year alone, I've heard your music out in the club, in Botswana, in Ethiopia, in Uganda, in, I want to say, India? Does that shock you as a kid who grew up in rural Ghana that you have this global appeal now?
Yeah, that shocks me because, you know, even in Accra, people didn't even know, like, in the Ghana that they were, there was a place called Konongo-Zongo. And even in Konongo-Zongo, there was a time that it was just my household that knew I could sing and make music. And now it's outside overseas. Like, I travel overseas doing shows. People come and singing the words out. Like my first show in London, a month after my album. They sang every word, A to Z.
Big stars, big cash, my way, but still a family. That global appeal came to fruition with Kweku the Traveler. The single debuted on the US Billboard Afrobeats charts at number 5 last year, and quickly thereafter made Black Sherif a viral sensation. Is that sort of a commentary on your life, being young and being under this much public scrutiny, and an admission that yes, sometimes you will screw up?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. My art is like My feelings are my art. When I'm crying, I make music. When I'm happy, I make music. When I'm confused, I make music. Yeah, I think it is.
How hard is it growing up in the public eye? I noticed there's a lot of coverage about you in the Ghanaian press.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of crazy stuff around your life. How does that feel?
It feels crazy because basically I was 19 just 2 years ago and I was fresh out of home, new to the streets, new to this life. And some few years after, 1 or 2, started getting some traction and stuff. And people don't want to see you make mistakes no more. It's so hard. I'm like the leading actor in my life only. You understand me? So I try to do what's best for me.
Every performance, like at Afro Nation Miami, the rhythmic pace of his lyrics with a fresh sound continues to resonate in the diaspora and with music fans everywhere. The performance just wrapped. How do you feel about the performance?
I loved it. I love how it sounded over there. Yeah, very confident and not shaking.
Tell me about what's in your future.
There's so much music coming. You know, ideas keeps popping up, like different gates of ideas keeps opening. Sonically, visually, everything. So I feel like it's more, the near future is like, that's all I can say right now. The near future is more like, it's rich in artistry.
I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me, I know. You miss me, I know. Love you guys always. Bless you.